This stuff isn't exactly classified, he said, but it's not usually shared with civilians. And I know you're not facing mortars and bullets, but you are going through a war inside your mind right now. And if you don't do something about it, you're not going to make it out okay. What I'm about to tell you is really important. So grab a pen and write down exactly what I tell you, because it's vital you follow this to a T. Now, I trust my husband completely, but I was pretty skeptical that something designed to help Marines stay alive in battlefield scenarios could actually help me. An overwhelmed mom, unhappy with her body. But the truth is, from the second I tried it, I felt a difference almost immediately, like something in my body had flipped a switch. And it stopped the height of my panic attack instantly, as I drove home feeling calm and rejuvenated. I went to bed that night and I had slept better than I had even before I had kids. So I started doing what he told me every day, first in the morning, then at night. That week was the best I'd had in a year. I didn't want to eat everything in sight because of stress. And my jeans started to fit better, more loose around my waist. This 60-second ritual was like the reset button that forced my body to snap back to the normal healthy physique I was supposed to have. My friends told me I looked 10 years younger, and I'd felt calmer, happier, and more in control of my life and body than I'd felt in months. I didn't feel like I was constantly on the verge of drowning. I wasn't obsessing over calories in and calories out, and I didn't even have cravings anymore. Instead, I could treat myself to a cookie or a handful of chips without devouring the whole bag in one go. I was so astounded by the results that I decided to share it with 5 of my personal clients, telling them they should try this 60-second breathwork technique and eat whatever they want. At first, they thought I was crazy, but they eventually agreed to try it. Boy, was I in for a surprise when they came back a week later and lost a collective 31 pounds. After that, I knew I had to understand more about exactly why this simple metabolic on switch works so well before I released it to the public. So I dove into research. See, turns out the first thing I discovered was the truth behind why so many women started gaining weight in the first place. And the answer will probably shock you. See, most women don't understand why their waistline keeps growing. Let me tell you right now, it's got nothing to do with calories or how much exercise you do or even your age. In fact, what I'm about to share is really going to ruffle some feathers in the diet and weight loss industry, because according to what the scientists have discovered, all those low-calorie diets and hardcore exercise routines they've been shoving down your throat could actually be the reason why your weight gain is getting worse. I know that's probably confusing to hear, but if you want to discover how you can stop your body from hoarding fat, reverse years of weight gain quicker than ever, and restore the natural, slender body that's been suffocated inside you all this time, without worrying about calories, diet, or exercise, then stick with me for the next few minutes as I explain. I want you to think back on your life and remember the last time you had what I call a life-triggering event. Now, this can be something as big and hard as losing a parent, something smaller like an argument with your husband, or even something difficult but positive like giving birth. Every woman has experienced something like this at least a few times in her life. Whenever some sort of life-triggering event happens, your nervous system gets completely thrown for a loop, knocking your body's hormones out of balance. And though no fault of your own, your body is forced into a state of hormonal shock. As you can imagine, it's pretty bad news. But the real danger is a modern problem. See, in the last 50 years, our entire world has changed. From pollution to traffic to 24-hour news, we are surrounded by unnatural stressors that force our bodies to get stuck in that state of hormonal shock. And since they're basically impossible to avoid in our busy modern lives, it means our bodies never get the chance to reset and recover, resulting in what I call hormonal shock syndrome. Hormonal shock syndrome causes your blood sugar levels to skyrocket, blocks your body from burning calories and literally forces your body to store that excess energy as embarrassing, visceral belly fat. That's not your fault. And the science proves it. According to a 9-year Harvard medical study, people with higher levels of hormonal shock consistently had greater weight gain, especially women. The worst part is, because these problems are so unavoidable in our modern world, this happens without us even noticing. That is until you're absolutely miserable every time you see your reflection. So maybe you try the latest restrictive diet or pledge to exercise like crazy. Well, guess what? This only makes hormonal shock syndrome worse. Yep, a leading medical study said that hardcore exercises, crash diets, and even counting calories can cause your body to panic and trigger hormonal shock. Digging up study after study, I discovered the only way to solve it was to find a way to hit an internal reset button on our hormones, to get our bodies out of hormonal shock in next to no time at all. So let's dive into the good stuff. I'm going to show you how right now. When I started using this 60-second breathing ritual on the brink of my panic attack and felt a switch inside my body, almost instantly, it all made sense. Why elite soldiers use it to keep them lean, alert, and most importantly, alive. Now, my husband didn't know the science behind this when he taught it to me, but when I started digging into research, I found psychological studies that prove this 60-second breathwork technique reverses levels of hormonal shock in just a few weeks. But wait, there's more to this. The real surprise was what I found out next, and explains why women were dropping weight like crazy. So stick with me. You see, hitting the reset button inside your body doesn't just shut down hormonal shock that's forcing your body to gain weight. Doing it also opens the floodgates for your body to start producing the most important hormone for slashing belly fat that rolls over your pant line, and revving up your metabolism like a fire lit by gasoline, and more importantly, making sure you keep the weight off for good. The scientific community calls it dehydroepiandrosterone, or DHEA, but I like to call it your hero hormone. And it's so powerful that the American Medical Association even found that it can significantly decrease the most stubborn fat around your problem areas. To put that simply, the science was telling me that using this 60-second fat-burning trigger to flood your body with this hormone, you're basically turbocharging the weight loss process. Not only that, this hero hormone helps give you back the healthier hair you had before kids, wipes away wrinkles like a dry erase board, and protects you from joint pain. It even lets you keep up with the crazy energy of your rambunctious kids or grandkids. Once you have the simple formula I'm about to show you, you're going to see how easy it is to shut down hormonal shock and restore the hero hormone level you had in your 20s in just 60 seconds flat, giving you the silver bullet to supercharge your weight loss in a matter of weeks. But as amazing as those results were, it still didn't feel like enough. See, now that I knew this fat-scorching breath technique could shut down the hormonal shock syndrome that's forced you to put on weight, allowing the body to activate the hidden hero hormone that melts through pounds, I started to wonder if I could find a way to boost this hero hormone level even higher. I could get the clients results they wanted faster than ever. So I figured the fastest and easiest way to get more of this hormone would be to use supplements. But boy, was I wrong. First of all, most supplements are completely ineffective. In a study testing popular supplements from well-known pharmacies, scientists found that 79% of the supplements they tested did not contain the main ingredients listed on the label. But worse, turns out supplementing to increase the hero hormone is a very dangerous game. If you don't get the dosage exactly right, it can work in reverse. Men who use this can see a spike of estrogen, and for us women, your body can end up turning it into testosterone. Yep, Experts say women who use these supplements at even slightly the wrong dosage can end up with side effects like facial hair, a deeper voice, acne, and bulky muscles. Now, I love my husband. He's manly and muscular and he can grow a heck of a beard, but I don't think I want to look like him. So obviously, supplements weren't the answer. Instead, I needed something natural, which is when I found two incredibly effective methods that scientists say can help boost the hero hormone level without the manly side effects. These methods work with the body instead of pumping you full of unnatural external hormones. They encourage the body to produce the natural limit of the hero hormone and stop there, so you can hit the perfect balance of having just enough to shed through all your excess fat without risking an overdose that turns you into a hairy bodybuilder. The first method is a movement pattern that I've developed over years of research and working in the fitness industry. To be clear, this is not some grueling 90-minute workout program that'll have you bouncing around like a pogo stick. Because as we know now, those kinds of intense exercises push you way deeper into hormonal shock, meaning they could cause you to gain weight instead of helping you lose it. Instead, my gentle metabolism boost movement pattern is a series of slow, steady movements that activate all the most important muscles that dancers use to build their long, lean physiques, encouraging your body to supercharge your hero hormone level, helping you shed off fat like a knife through butter, and more importantly, keep it off and prevent it from ever coming back. It's something you can do in just 5 minutes a day, no matter your age or fitness level, at home, in the office, or sitting in a chair without needing to buy expensive fitness equipment or having to master any complicated, difficult moves. The second step to turbocharge your hero hormone level is my fat detonating eating guide. Want to know why diets don't work? It's because eating like a starved lab rat blasts you into hormonal shock. Truth is, you need more calories, not less. But you need to know the right ones to eat, and I'm about to show you exactly what they are. That doesn't have to mean disgusting food, by the way. In fact, the best food for you actually tastes great, because great tasting food is the body's way of making sure we eat well. That's why if you follow this fat detonating eating guide, you'll enjoy mouth-watering foods like pudding, tacos, stir fries, even chocolate, without having to count calories or having to stick to tiny portions. So how is it possible to eat more and still burn through excess fat that's snuck into your waistline? Simple. These delicious foods are packed with key nutrients that naturally boost the body's hero hormone levels. Not only that, but the fat detonating eating guide also includes the smart eating cycle that top celebrities use to feel fuller longer, helping them accelerate their weight loss and make sure they keep the weight off for good. The vault of these 10-minute prep meals are so delicious that you'll crave them more than pizza and ice cream. Some of my other recipes have been featured in places like the Today Show, but these recipes are specifically designed to work exclusively inside my signature system, so they've not been available to the general public until now. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to reveal this system to women like you, because I think it's vital everyone has access to this information for the sake of a slimmer body, for the sake of their health, and for the sake of their lives. So now, after months of grueling research, trial and error, and so many failures, I finally had a 3-step program that I believed could help any woman lose weight quickly and easily. Next, I knew I had to share it with more people. So I started teaching this method to all of my clients, hundreds of them, and the results were shocking. Women started dropping pounds like crazy while feeling younger, more energized, and happier than ever. After that, word started to spread like crazy on social media. All of my posts were going viral in a matter of hours. It wasn't long before news agencies and national network TV shows were calling my phone, asking to interview me, to contribute to their stories, and to share my secrets. This was when I knew that it was my duty to share this method with the world, because I realized that this didn't just save my life. It could help save hundreds, if not thousands of others too. I was finally able to see the life-changing results that all of my clients had. For the first time in years, in some cases even decades, they were able to lose the most stubborn fat they'd given up on ever losing. They looked like they'd stepped into entirely new bodies and now had the confidence to match. So that's why today I'm over the moon to be able to give you access to this life-changing program. And I'm so excited to introduce to you Lean Body Confidential. In this 3-part program, I've developed an entire 360-degree system for total radiant health that can deep dive into the real cause behind your unexplained weight gain, the hormonal shock syndrome that's keeping your metabolism hostage and forcing your body to pile on fat. Let me tell you everything that's in this life-changing program. Part 1 is the 60-second breathwork technique that's going to almost immediately shut down and reset the hormonal shock your body is going through right now, so your body can once again produce the hero hormones it so desperately needs, wiping away fat, restoring your slim, youthful, and beautiful body, and rejuvenating your hair and skin to boot. Part 2 of the program, my Metabolism Boost movement pattern. It takes just 5 minutes a day to slim down your most embarrassing problem areas, combined with Part 3, the Fat Detonating Eating Guide, working together to turbocharge your body's production of your hero hormone, so you can start seeing serious results in a matter of weeks, not months. These women have discovered it's possible for them too.
It's just changed everything for me.
It's really amazing. It's amazing.
I would pay 4 times, I think, what I paid for. I just feel like I haven't felt this confident in a really, really long time. It's worth it.
As you can see, this is just a teeny tiny taste of what you can experience when you follow this simple Lean Body Confidential system. It's my mission to help as many women as possible to lose the weight that's holding them back from being happy. And I also want to encourage you to make the right decision for your body and your health. So that's why if you take the leap and invest in the complete Lean Body Confidential program today, I want to throw in a number of bonus products for you absolutely free.